Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Takutwa, and in this video I'll be sharing with you things that I did to lose 15 kilos and actually keep the weight off. If you're interested, please stick around right through to the end of the video because I think that's where the most important tips are. And if at any point you find this video informative, please like, comment, and share with someone that you think might benefit from it. And if you'd like to see more of my content, please subscribe. So let's get right into it. So the first thing that I did that helped me lose weight was to go on a 90-day no sugar fast, and that helped me lose the initial 10 kilos of my weight loss. And sugar is in pretty much everything, so that means I had to cut down on my juices because juice has a lot of sugar, sugary cereals, my candies, my desserts. And then after that, I slowly reintroduced sugar. So I'm now very aware of when I eat sugar, and I try to space out when last I had a dessert. Okay, so the reason why this actually works is because when you eat a lot of sugar, you're going to experience insulin resistance. And insulin resistance promotes fat storage, and you want to burn fat. So you're going to be putting yourself at a disadvantage. If you're trying to lose weight, but you keep on eating sugar, you're giving the wrong signals to your body. And sugar causes you to crave unhealthy foods, high calorie foods. So for example, if you drink a Coke, you're going to crave perhaps a pizza. You're not going to crave broccoli or chicken breast. So the second thing that I would recommend is that once you have cut down on your sugar, increase on your fruits and veg. Basically, try to have a balanced diet as a result, because when you have a balanced diet, it's very difficult to overeat healthy things. So if you have an apple, it's not easy to eat 5 apples. But if you have a bar of chocolate, it's very easy to eat 2 more bars of chocolate. It's very easy to eat a large pizza and a whole bunch of other high-calorie foods. But if you have a well-rounded meal that you actually prepared yourself, and you understand what's in there, and you understand what each of the things in your meal are doing for you, then you're less likely to overeat or to undereat. So you're going to be pretty much balanced, and you're giving your body the fuel that it needs. A very important thing with the balanced diet is trying to eat a lot of protein, because protein is very satiating. You're going to feel very full, and it's going to regulate your blood sugar levels. Another thing with things that are sugary is that they tend to lack fiber, so you don't really feel full. You can eat a lot of sugary things and not really feel full. You might feel bloated or constipated, but you want that full feeling, and you get that mostly from protein and fiber-rich fruits. So it's something that's very important. And why it's important to include fruit is if you're someone who has a sweet tooth and you still want to have something sweet, you can have that something sweet, but in the form of fruit. So fruits, I don't think you can ever overdo it if you're eating it directly. So the third thing that I think is important is the type of exercise you do. So when I was bigger, I would run a lot and nothing changed. I really didn't lose any weight. So in hindsight, I should not have spent all my time running. I really think that I should have included a lot more HIIT, high intensity interval training. That means short bursts of energy in a short period of time, and then rest, then you do it again. It's cyclical like that. So for example, if you run for 30 minutes and you're not seeing any results, what you need to do is actually you need to build muscle. When you build muscle, muscle is metabolically active. That means you burn fat even when you're resting. You stay in a state of burning fat. So what I would definitely advise is that you do resistance training, that you aim at building your muscles, that you don't shy away from lifting weights, that you get right into it, because it's going to help you tone and lose weight a lot faster than if you were to just run. So yeah, it's definitely important to include resistance training, and don't shy away from lifting weights. Challenge yourself to even bigger weights and create those micro tears in your muscles, because that's how we build muscle, tearing your muscles a little bit, and then your muscles rebuild stronger. and then you get the toning effect. And what you might find actually on the scale is that you might gain a bit of weight, but you're actually just gaining muscle, but you'll actually be smaller. You'll find that you fit a bit better in your jeans or your clothes. So when you start resistance training, don't worry too much about the number on the scale. You must really look in the mirror. You must take before and after pictures. If you start to incorporate weightlifting and resistance training, you must take before and after pictures so you don't get discouraged by the number on the scale. Because I think with myself as well, if I had just lost weight and didn't gain any muscle, I guess I could say my number would be a lot more, but I have also gained muscle in the process. Number 4th tip, which I was really bad at and I think I've really improved, and it's so underrated, is the amount of sleep that you get. It's very important to try to get 8 hours of sleep. And if you can't do that every day, at least set aside days of the week where you will make sure you get 8 hours or more of sleep. And the reason is that when you don't get good sleep, you start to make bad judgments, right? When you don't sleep well, you're probably going to skip out on your exercises. You're going to maybe order out your dinner. You're not going to eat healthy. It's going to decrease your metabolism. They say that your sleep duration is actually linked to your waist circumference. And the thing is, weight gain actually leads to poor sleep, and poor sleep leads to weight gain. So it's like a vicious cycle that you have to actually find a way to escape. And studies actually show that people who sleep less actually consume more calories. And I think that just goes back to making poorer choices, and maybe goes back to the type of lifestyle that you're living. Maybe you don't actually make enough time to cook for yourself. You don't have enough time to sleep. And if you're staying up late, let's say up until 1 a.m. or 3 a.m., you're going to snack. And when you snack, you're not going to snack on carrots. You're probably going to snack on something that's unhealthy. And that means you're not giving yourself a long enough fasting period, because when you have breakfast, you're breaking the fasting period that you had during the night. And you're supposed to give your body that fasting period. So that brings me into my next tip, which is fasting. Fasting is a game changer, and I think almost all the large or major world religions incorporate fasting in their religious routines. And I fast not necessarily for weight loss. I actually fast for religious purposes. As a Christian, the Bible says when you fast. So we sort of expected to fast at some point in your Christian journey. We're expected to fast regularly. And what fasting does for you is that it helps to regulate your blood sugar levels and basically increase your metabolic rate. Obviously, when you're fasting, you're taking less calories. So you can go on a 24-hour fast, a 72-hour fast, a 7-day fast, but try to regularly get some form of fasting in. I would advise you, if you've never fasted before, try a 24-hour fast. And before you do the fast, please prepare yourself adequately by eating fresh fruits and veggies, having a balanced diet prior to the fast. And do not eat sugary things, do not eat unhealthy things, because that will make the fast a lot more difficult. Because like we said, sugar makes you crave foods that are high in calories. So try to prepare mentally, but also prepare physically. These last 2 tips, I believe, were the most important when I was starting my journey. I believed that I had to believe that I could change. I looked at people who managed to change, and I like to understand why something works and why scientifically it works, and therefore it can't fail with me. So it's a principle that if I do this, then therefore the result will be this. So having the belief that what I am doing works. I don't believe in quick diets and things that are not sustainable. I'm very big on sustainable weight loss. So believe in yourself and don't rush to do things that will not be sustainable in the long run. You want to think about the long-term effects of what you're doing. And the last tip is don't panic. Be patient in the process. Whatever you do, don't quit. Keep moving. You can take a break. You can take a breather just to reevaluate where you are, just to see how far you've come. That's fine, but don't quit. Keep keep moving, keep tweaking what you have to do, and don't overwhelm yourself with too many changes at the same time. Just like when you're conducting a scientific experiment, you don't change all the variables at the same time. You have to keep some controls in the experiment, and then you trick certain things to see how this is affecting your outcome. So that's what I would suggest you do. You know, slowly tackle what you can tackle, especially with the sugar thing. You know, if you can go cold turkey, then go cold turkey, and then slowly reintroduce it. And then if you can just slowly take it out of your diet and eat less and less, that's also fine. But one thing is, you can't stay consuming the same amount of sugar, right? Like, if you're consuming a lot of sugar, that has to change, not just for weight loss, but for health, because obesity tends to be linked to a lot of other chronic diseases like diabetes and heart diseases. But that can actually be reversed through, you know, a better lifestyle, a cleaner way of eating. So I really hope that you guys were encouraged by this, that it is possible, that it's not so much about having an Instagram body, because even now I don't have an Instagram body, but I definitely am not where I used to be, and I definitely feel better and more confident in myself. I am fitter, I'm stronger, my sleep is better, my breathing is better. So yeah, share with me down below how you feel or what you've tried, and if you do go on this journey using the tips that I've given you, please share your journey. And yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day further. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.